Thank you so. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks so much. Back at you. I appreciate it very much. A donkey stepped on my foot. That's what happened. A donkey stepped on my foot with his foot. His foot stepped on my foot, and I said, "You ass." I don't know if you've been stepped on by a donkey. I'm not making, this is my summer. It was out in the country. I had the whole summer in the country, and who would think that could happen to you? It's hard to describe the pain. Let me try to, it's like having a small horse step on your foot is what it feels like. And I was wearing tennis shoes because I didn't have the cowboy shoes you're supposed to be wearing when you're out on the ranch. I wasn't thinking of riding. I was just, and I'm just learning about this stuff. Don't ever wear tennis shoes around a horse at all, because they'll step on you. They will. And I've never had a horse, much less a donkey, and I'm living on the ranch is all new to me. And so here's what happened. I was standing next to him, chewing on a piece of hay and whistling, Drop It Like It's Hot. And so, out of nowhere, he steps on my foot, and I couldn't push him off because my thumbs were in my overalls, so I was just kind of stuck. And no, really, what happened, seriously, I was grooming him. That's what I was doing, and I don't know what spooked him. Now that I think about it, it may have been the blow dryer, but what happened, this cute little donkey, I don't know if you've seen donkeys. I'd never had one. It was somebody that was there that had the donkey, and I was brushing it. And it's only been around horses, so it doesn't know it's a donkey, and it doesn't know how to act like a donkey. So when it runs, when it comes running to the fence to you, when you have a carrot, it goes, hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. It's cute. It's trying so hard, but doesn't even know it's doing it. Anyway, it hurt my foot bad, really, really bad. And I thought I mean, it's a hoof. It's a sharp thing, and I thought for sure it broke my toe, and I could tell it didn't break it, but I went back and I put ice on it. Not directly, but there was ice in my vodka, and I sat with it, and and my foot's fine now, which is good news, because it's time to dance, but I'm refusing. I won't dance alone, so I want to dance. Where's Erica Jones? Where are you? Come on down. Tony, make us dance. workout for me.
It's fun for me. I loved it.
Oh my God! Thank you very. I'm glad I'm okay because had I really been injured by the donkey, I wouldn't be able to.
Oh.
Let me look. This after the donkey. Yeah.
Oh,
after the
poor
donkey
Ellen.
stepped on me, that happened. Oh man, Erica, what do you do?
I am a custody assistant. I work down at IRC.
Where is that? What area?
In Los Angeles, downtown LA, with the LA County Sheriff's Department.
All right. Hey, listen, I don't know if y'all know, I'm hosting the Emmys. Did you know I'm hosting the Emmys September 18th?
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
What's happening is we've been asking you to go to the website and tell us why you should go to the Emmys because we're giving away 5 pairs of tickets. We're going to fly winners to LA, put you up in a hotel. What's wrong with that? Nothing. No. So, the first winning entry is from Kimberly Robertson of Burbank, California. Kimberly, let's show you. Here's what happened. Kimberly wrote a letter. She says, Dear Ellen, Beth and I don't look like this in real life. There they are. All right. We don't look like this in real life. I promise we're normal gals. We've been best friends since childhood. In the 8th grade, we took a Polaroid picture of us acting weird. While I was home for my 23rd birthday this June, we reenacted the moment. We live 2,642 miles apart, South Carolina and California, and your show brings us together each day. Please reenact the following scene. And so this is yours. You're the helper, so you'll have this scene. Okay. I guess you're going to be Kim.
I'll be Kim?
Hey, I'll be Beth.
Okay.
And this is the conversation. Hello?
Hey, girl, tell me you saw Ellen today.
So funny.
Was that Houston or Nate dancing around in Deborah Messing segment?
I don't know, but Ellen was crying.
The crow always shows up at random places. This one's a definite TiVo keeper.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
All right,
ma'am.
so that's the reenactment. We did it. And by the way, that was Nate dressed up like that. I could not stop laughing. Anyway, it says, Ellen, please help me surprise Beth with tickets to see your show. We'll stay up all night with you. We'll make sure your live show runs smoothly and crow-free. Kimberly and Beth. All right, congratulations to both Kimberly and Beth. I'll see you at the Emmys on September 18th and here the next day. Yeah! All right. I don't know if yesterday we surprised the people at the First American Corporation, and we gave them a TV yesterday because a lot of people complain they don't watch me because I'm on during the day because they're working, which is whatever. So I asked the boss there to let them watch TV for an hour. I think you'll get better work out of your employees if they're happy and if they laugh for 1 hour. If they enjoy the show, then they'll go back to work refreshed, you know, right?
You're right.
They put a TV in there, and then Park Kennedy, who runs the whole place, told me his mother, Dodo, was a big fan of the show. And I promised to give her a call, because who doesn't want to talk to somebody named Dodo? So I'm going to call Dodo and see how she's doing. You ever met anybody named Dodo?
Never met anyone named Dodo.
It's a strange name.
Very strange.
Hello?
Dodo?
Yes.
Hey. Dodo, it's Ellen DeGeneres calling.
Ellen, I don't believe it.
How's it going?
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I talked to your son, Park, and he said, Dodo, my mom is, do you know he calls you Dodo?
Oh, gosh, yes, I saw your program today.
Yeah.
And I saw you, and I was so relieved to hear about your Aunt Helen.
Yes, my
I've
Aunt
been
Helen,
worried since
she's in
Monday.
the audience right now. She's here, and,
Really?
yeah.
What's going on in the background?
Yeah. She's,
Ellen,
yes, that.
I love your program.
Oh.
I think you're the greatest comedian we've had in many, many years. Are you still on the program?
Let Dodo talk. What?
Hello?
What's that, Dodo?
I said, are you still on the program now?
Yes, they have not canceled me. Yeah, I'm still on, and you're on right now, and I'm so glad I called you. I had no idea.
I want you to know I love you. I think you are the greatest, and keep up the good work.
Oh, Dodo, I love you too, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the show. And once in a while, do you go see movies, Dodo?
Yes.
You do. I just was asking because I think you have such good taste in talent that I thought maybe you could review during different movies or shows and stuff.
Well, you tell me when to go to, and I'll go.
All right, I'll tell you a good one.
Thank you.
All right, hey, Dodo, just explain your name real quick.
My name is really Dorothy, but I got that name when I was born. Somebody couldn't say Dorothy, so they said Dodo. And I've had it all my life.
I like it. Do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah, it's cute. There's nothing more fun than saying Dodo. Dodo!
Oh, you're just wonderful.
All right, Erica's sitting here. Erica's my helper today. Say goodbye to Dodo.
Bye,
Hi.
Dodo.
Goodbye, Erica, and thank you. Thank you, Ellen.
Okay, Dodo, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right. That was Dodo.
That was Dodo.
Ah, man. I don't know why, but I just like her so much. All right, why don't you tell people who's on the show today, Erica?
Jeff Foxworthy is
Jeff
here.
Foxworthy is here. Yes. He's the star of the WB comedy sketch show Blue Collar TV. Also on the show,
Kanye West is
Kanye West is here. 9 He'll be singing Gold Digger from his new late registration CD, and he's on the cover of Time magazine, and he is just, I love him. I love Kanye. Thank you very much for being here, Erica.
Thank you
I love
for
dancing
having
with
me.
you, and when we come back, Jeff Foxworthy is going to be sitting right here. We'll be right back. Our first guest is the best-selling comedy recording artist of all time. You can catch his popular sketch show, Blue Collar TV, on the WB. Please welcome Jeff Foxworthy. Go. This is a really
good job.
Yeah. I get this kind of happiness every single day. It's amazing.
They clap when you come to work.
Yeah. Yes. Now, we know each other from stand-up. I haven't seen you in a long time, and you're doing so well. And your wife is from New Orleans, is that right?
Yeah. I think she grew up like on the lakefront, probably not far from where you grew up. And so it's been a weird week in our house.
Yeah. Are they okay? Everybody, the
everybody
family
is alive. Everybody's got water in their house.
Yeah.
So we spent the last week, trying to find schools and apartments, and the people at the Home Depot are so sick of seeing me. I've actually got buddies that have loaded up. I mean, we've physically gone down and sent tractor trailers.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good
and
for you.
So, no, it's. The one that just went yesterday went to Bay St. Louis, in Mississippi, and we're just not seeing much of that on TV, and it's just, I'm just devastated.
Do they know that their houses are filled with water? I mean, everything is, but especially the lakefront.
You know what? That's the sad thing, was we had two groups that didn't know, and they thought their house was okay, and they just got back in a couple of days ago, and it's 3 feet of water in there, and they thought it was okay. So.
Yeah, and that's never going to be okay.
It's never going to be okay.
That toxic water
again.
that's been sitting in there, there's no way you can do anything with that. No. But anyway, everybody's safe.
Everybody's alive.
Good, good. I said when I introduced you, this is incredible to me. I know how successful you are, but you got the biggest selling comedy artist of all time. I mean, that's incredible. Just to give you an idea, Steve Martin is #2, Eddie Murphy is #3, and you have sold more albums than the two of them combined. 13 million albums. And your blue collar comedy tour, well, you're making money. Wow. Well, good for you. And you don't live in LA, right? You live...
I lived here for 8 years. I had gotten... Well, when we knew each other, it was in the club days, you know. And so it had gotten to the point where I was headlining all the clubs and couldn't get on TV because nobody wants to see your tape when you're from Smyrna, Georgia. And so My wife said, if you don't go, we're never going to know. And so we were here for 8 years, and it was great. I mean, it was great for the career, but then we had kids, and all my family was there. So when the sitcom ended, I tried to act like I was sad. We looked like the opening credits to the Beverly Hillbillies in reverse, you know. We like loaded up the truck and moved back to Georgia because I never got in this to do TV or movies. It was stand-up. I love stand-up, and I thought I can do that from Atlanta. And I live next door to my brother, who is like one of my best friends in the world, and I have 2 daughters, and he has 3 daughters, and I drive 5 girls to school every day. So
that's great. So you have a very normal life, and you get to do what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a job that I still love, you know, 20-something years into it, and I take my kids to school. Now,
do you still do stand-up? Now, you're still touring?
Yeah, it's, you know, I always have for the last year doing the TV show. It's not even as much, so.
Because I love I like what I do because I get to, they're coming to me now, which I've always wanted.
Right.
I used to go to them, and the traveling is what I hated. I love the stand-up part of it.
But let me ask you, because you have always been a great stand-up, and I have been so blessed because I've gotten to do a lot of different things, but if you ever put a gun in my head and said, pick one, it would be stand-up. And I don't know if you feel the same way, and you get weary of the traveling. But I love the art. I mean.
Yeah. No, it is. And are you constantly writing new material all the time, or what are you?
Golly, you know, I've gotten to the point now that's like, I've forgotten more. I forget stuff that I've done. I start to write something and I go, wait a minute, I did that like 10 years ago. And so.
But the audience doesn't care. I think the audience wants to see these favorite things that just like when a band goes, you know.
You're right.
They want to hear that. Because I felt the same way when I was doing stand-up. I thought, oh, I can't do the deer story one more time. And then people are like, do the deer story, you know. All right.
I mean, people, you know, we brought 30 people to hear you tell that thing about seeing your grandmother naked. Why didn't you do that? And I was like, I don't even remember it. Tell me my joke, you know? So.
I know, I do the same thing. I always like, what is that? How's that go?
And then you're like.
I become like Diana Ross, like holding the mic out. How's that go?
And then you're like, what was the punchline? And then you're like, oh, that's pretty funny, you know?
I agree. That's hilarious. And so now you get to live in Atlanta. You take your kids to school and you get involved in their lives more. And
you know what? And in this business, I think you have to fight for your normalcy. And you see, when people aren't normal, it's not good. You know, when you're surrounded by people patting you on the back going, you're so great, you're so great. It's not good.
Yeah.
And so, once every 2 weeks, I open the car doors out in front of the school. I mean, I drive them every day. I chaperone the 7th grade trip to Washington, D.C. this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And how was that? That seems chaotic, sort of.
It is. I mean, but having daughters, you know, they put me in charge of, there was always like one little group of guys that was interested in the girls already. And so I said, I'll take them because I know all the tricks. Because I had been in the 7th grade, I don't know if y'all had safety patrols. I went on the safety patrol trip to Washington, D.C., and I was the one that the chaperones had the problems with because in the gift shop, I discovered they sold whoopee cushions, and I had never seen one. My mother had given me $20, and I spent the whole $20 buying whoopee cushions. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, there was a chaperone that had me by the neck going, go to bed, put the whoopee cushion down, go to bed. So I figured it was my turn to chaperone.
Now he understands why you bought the whoopee cushion.
Oh, yeah, it's great fun.
It's foreshadowing. All right, well, thanks so much. We're going to be back with more Jeff Foxworthy in a second. We're back with Jeff Foxworthy. So it's actually, you use it as a forum. Those aren't jokes, those are warnings.
It's my, but do you find this, I mean, I never could sit down and write. It's my life. If you go look at any album or anything or any special, it was like a snapshot of my life.
And what I love about you is that you're known, it's important to me, I like clean humor. I like stuff that it's just positive, clean humor.
You know, when I was starting out, there were people like Bill Cosby and all that would, you know, or Leno that would say, if you work clean, you always work. And that you couldn't, I always wanted to be on Johnny Carson, and they were like, you can't be dirty in the clubs and then turn around and be clean for TV. So, and to me, I think it's harder, but it's like doing the words, and it's funnier when it's clean sometimes.
And I also think when things like what's going on right now with Hurricane Katrina, people want to laugh and people need to laugh, and the stuff that you stay away from is mean-spirited, negative stuff, because we need happy, just joy right now. That's what we need. And what I love also, Wendy's is sponsoring, which is why I thought we should be involved with this. Wendy's is sponsoring a Stand Up for Good Taste comedy challenge, like the Aspen Comedy Festival. And it's a nationwide search for comedians with clean routines. And the winner's going to be on our show. So if you go to our website and find out how you can get involved. And Wendy's, they have offered all of their employees, their 2,500 employees are out of work as a result of the hurricane, and they're paying them indefinitely until they set up
wow,
again.
That's awesome. That's great. That's cool.
All right. Jeff, thanks for being here. It's great
my
seeing you
pleasure.
again. Congratulations. Kanye West is going to be here in a little bit, but when we come back, I'm going to update you on our hurricane relief efforts. Stay with us. Well, I think we've all been affected by what's going on in New Orleans, Mississippi, and the Gulf Coast. Earlier this week, Warner Brothers announced their donation of $500,000. They said they would match your donations dollar for dollar up to $500,000. In only 4 days, guess how much money you donated to the American Red Cross? Over $692,000. You did that. So, thank you very much. That means we've raised a grand total of almost $1.7 million, but I believe we can still do more. So, here's what we thought, how can we raise more money? We decided to auction off our old set chairs. These are new set chairs. The past 2 seasons, we had a set of chairs. It's not just any used furniture, though. I mean, everybody, it's people from John Travolta to Angelina Jolie, Brendan Fraser sat in these chairs as well. He's fallen on one. So if you go to our website and bid on these chairs as often as you can, you might be able to tell your friends you're sitting on one of Ellen's chairs. So those are the chairs right there. Go to the website. Thank you, Nate. All right, they're beautiful, comfortable chairs, and they're easier. You know how I used to go down dancing like that? You can't do them with these as much. So if you're very into, dancing like that, they're good. A couple of days ago, we had Pointer Williams on the show. He was a guy that got out of New Orleans by swimming out. He lost his sister, and he was a basketball coach in New Orleans. He lost his job because the school's gone, everyone's gone. So we asked on the show if anybody needs a basketball coach. We've already gotten 6 offers for Pointer to coach basketball. So, pretty cool. So here's what I'm thinking. If you lost your job because of the hurricane, send us an email, and we're going to try to help you find a job. I used to be an employment counselor in New Orleans. I really was. And my name was Kathy Cole, because you had to have fake names so people wouldn't call you at home. Kathy with a K, I had made it. And so tonight, also, but email us if you have a job that you've lost and you're looking for something, and we'll try to help you find that. Also tonight, I'm going to be part of a telethon called Shelter from the Storm. It's going to be broadcast on all of the major networks and on a lot of cable channels. It's going to be seen in over 100 countries worldwide. We're going to have musical performances by U2, Sheryl Crow, Alicia Keys, Rod Stewart, the Dixie Chicks, Neil Young, tons of people. I'm going to be answering phones if you call to donate money with Jennifer Aniston, Cameron Diaz, Jack Nicholson. So if you don't want to just give money, at least want to talk to somebody, do that. So watch tonight and donate whatever you can. You can call 1-866-4AID now to make your donation to either the Red Cross or Salvation Army. Kanye West performs after this. We'll be right back. We're back with Kanye West. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I called during the summer when your song Diamonds Are Forever came out, and I just thought that was such a cool song, and I tried to get in touch with you then. And then to have you on now is so exciting. And you're on the cover of Time magazine. How does that feel to be on the cover of Time magazine?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And that's not anything I planned on. It's just my publicist called me one day and said, "You're on the cover." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, one more good thing, I guess."
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just like that. You're kind of known, I noticed your music right away and really had not heard you speak, but now you're known for being so outspoken. But you've always been like this, right? I mean, since you were younger, obviously, if you're looking for houses, to buy when you're 12.
Yeah, that was always my mentality, that I'm gonna have this one day, whether it was going to the Benz dealership when I knew I couldn't pay for it, just saying this is what I want. These are my goals, and you just speak it into fruition. like the world is like a dream place, and you can, if you're in a dream, you can adjust these things. Your life, if you're not in jail, you can take it into your own hands and make it be what you want. You just have to believe in yourself.
I agree. I totally agree. I think people really don't believe that, though. And it sounds crazy to a lot of people, but it really is true. If you believe something and you take the steps towards that dream, you can make anything happen, right? I mean, all right, so let's talk about last Friday night, what everybody is talking about now, which is it's a live telecast. You go on and you say something that were you planning? Was that a surprise to you? Did you know you were going to? Because you just looked like you were just out of your body at that moment.
Well, when I was at the telecast, I read the teleprompters properly, like in the practice run, and then it started, and then it was actually Tim McGraw, the first song he sang, like it really touched me, and I was on the brink of tears, or maybe I did start crying. I don't remember, it was just so emotional that I just felt like it was so many things that I had been hearing and bullet points that I had been hearing that weren't on those teleprompters. So my goal was to go in there, and I told Mike, I was like, told Mike Myers, I'm gonna ad-lib a little bit. So just, and then Chris, and I remember going up to Chris Tucker and saying, get ready for live TV. So I just went up there and I just wanted to bullet point these things that just disturb me so much. I already had a problem with the media and press, always, because they always have this 5-second delay or this 30-day print, warp your words, paraphrase you, misquote you type thing that they do.
Right.
So one of the things they were doing was with black people, they would always show them with food in their hand and say that they were looting. And then they'll show a white couple and say, oh, they're trying to find food. And they had examples of this on the internet.
I saw it, yeah.
So I wanted to, okay, let's pinpoint that. Then let's pinpoint how long it took them to get down there. Then let me talk about myself for a minute and say, man, that I turned away, that I went shopping, that I'm a hypocrite. Like, I even said that. Like,
I love that you said that.
I'm not gonna like point fingers at someone else, and I'm doing the exact same thing. And I felt more of a responsibility with the telecast, just like how the purpose of the telecast was for people to feel more of a responsibility and want to, give and help out. And we realized with that situation, it's like back in the days when it was time to clean the kitchen, I would try to sweep the dust under the kitchen sink instead of like really taking care of it. And if you spilled something on that floor, all that dust came right up in front of your face. And that's basically what the flood did, because they have been trying to sweep us under the kitchen sink. And it was so in people's faces and so on TV and so on America that they couldn't even hide it anymore. They had to get on the planes and go down there and say, okay, we'll do something. But, I mean, down there, people were living below the poverty level to start off with before this happened. Like, a year ago, I was on tour with Usher, and we had a hurricane that hit, like, Florida. And we said, if this hurricane, everybody was saying, if this hurricane went to Louisiana, if it went to Mississippi, they wouldn't be able to handle it. A year ago, and there was nothing done about it. I'm not trying to, I want to entertain. I want us to have a good time. I don't want people to turn to the show. People are turning to the show to have a good time, so we don't want to.
No, but I mean, everything you said, I think that everybody is looking right at and nobody was saying it. So I think good for you for saying it, and it shocked people because we don't know what to do with that. It's hard to listen to that,
I've been brutally honest since I was a little kid, and I think I was made to do this, and a lot of times people let fear get in the way of their dreams, fear get in the way of what they need to do. And of course, being in a situation I'm in, it's like you have everything to lose. You can lose your endorsements, you can lose this, you can lose that. And I said, well, it's a whole lot more I could have lost. How about if I drowned? How about if I didn't eat for 5 days? So people are always concerned about what they have to lose.
Right.
But people have lost their lives, lost their families, lost their homes. They have no place to go to. It's the least I could say to go up there and say something from my heart that's real.
Well, and I think the reason that I love whether people agree with other people or not, you speak from your heart, which I think is rare in this business. I love that you do. And thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of tonight. Yeah. Tonight, we will be on The special tonight at 8 o'clock, I believe it goes live, and you can log on to our website to purchase a copy of Kanye West's new CD, Late Registration, which is fantastic. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Don't forget that the Watch and Whims contest starts on our website next week. Now, we have a brand new game that we like to call Madonna, Is That You? Well, what happens is, from time to time, someone's going to call some celebrity, and I don't know who it is. They're surprising me. And so I'm going to pick up the phone. There's a mystery celebrity on the other end, and I'm going to try to guess who it is. And we've just entitled it that, because she hasn't watched TV, so chances are it's not going to be her. Hello?
Hi.
Madonna, is that you? I'm trying to think who that laugh is. Hey, have you ever been on the show before?
I have, yes.
You have? Okay. What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing I'm wearing the leopard thong backwards.
Are you a singer?
I sang a little bit in my last movie. And as a matter of fact, I sang on your show one time.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. Sing me something now.
I'll give you, okay, the song that I sang on the show was, Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody.
You sang that on this show?
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you one more hint. I know you'll get it.
All right.
The last time I was on the show, you surprised me and you flew in my favorite donuts from Hawaii, and I sat on your lap and you fed them to me.
Oh, it's The Rock.
Hi.
It's Dwayne The Rock. God.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Hey, are you doing this thing tonight? Is that why you're calling?
I am, absolutely, yes.
Oh, good.
I can't wait.
All right, now people are going to hear your voice, and they're going to know immediately when they get you. Dwayne, how you doing?
All right, I can't wait.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to see you there, and we're going to raise a whole lot of money.
And it's going to be great, and I can't wait.
All right, bye.
Bye, Ellen.
All right. I want to thank Jeff Foxworthy and Kanye West, Monday David Spade and Tommy Lee, and also 6-year-old anatomy expert Matthew Sawchuck are going to be here. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Bye.